the federal government would regulate sports betting nationwide under a newly proposed bill. Senator Charles Schumer, a New York Democrat, and Republican Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah introduced the Sports Wagering Market Integrity Act of 2018 on Wednesday. It would have the U.S. Justice Department set minimum standards states must meet in order to offer sports betting. The 8 states that already offer sports betting could still offer it, while the Justice Department evaluates their laws. The bill would not provide so-called integrity fee payments to the leagues, a serious point of contention, but would require that sports wagering operators use data provided or licensed by the leagues. Several leagues, including the NBA, have already partnered with gaming technology companies to license use of their data. New Jersey won a U.S. Supreme Court case in May, clearing the way for all 50 states to offer legal sports betting. Ultimately, as many as 32 states could approve some form of legal sports gambling within the next 5 years, according to some estimates. Share this article. Share established casino and gambling corporations are already benefiting from the Supreme Court's decision, as MGM, Boyd Gaming and Caesars Entertainment all saw their respective stock prices rise after the ruling. And if the casinos are happy, the leagues and individual teams are even more so. Not only do many already have sponsorship deals with casinos in place, but the legalizing of sports gambling promises to promote their product. Seeing as how fantasy sports injected added interest to even the most inconsequential games, bringing gamblers into the fold can only increase television ratings and the value of those sponsorship agreements. Leagues like the NFL had been trying to fend off the legalization of sports gambling for years out of concern that the practice could ultimately corrupt their products. Now, with the NBA and Major League Baseball leading the way, the leagues are offering a compromise in what some are calling an integrity fee, a proposed 1% cut of all money wagered given to the respective leagues. Officially, that small percentage would help the leagues protect themselves against any nefarious activity, like Arnold Rothstein's successful plot to fix the 1919 World Series. And of course, the leagues have been doing this kind of precautionary work for years, so the sudden need for a 1% integrity fee is curious to say the least. NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman criticized the terminology recently when speaking with reporters before Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals, but insisted the major pro sports leagues do deserve compensation for their intellectual property. "I'm not sure I buy the term integrity fee. I don't worry about the integrity of our players," Bettman said. "I think, though, if you're going to allocate for yourself to run a business on our intellectual property and the performance of our athletes and the platform that we put on for our games, we're entitled to be involved in that." Delaware and New Jersey did not institute an integrity fee, but New York very well could, according to Kishner, who thinks that such a payment is appropriate, even if its name is somewhat misleading. "It's not so crazy to let the leagues have a little piece of the action," he said. "This is another way you can get into stadiums, arenas. It's just another way of everybody playing nice." Incidentally, a 1% tax on all money wagered could equate to a 20% share of profits, according to some estimates, so sports books are understandably reluctant to agree to the idea.